Welcome back to Categories. I'm so excited you're here because today, we're diving into what might be the single most important financial concept you'll ever learn: compound interest. You've probably heard people say, let your money work for you. Well, compound interest is how your money stops being lazy and starts earning its keep. If you're dreaming of wealth, financial freedom, or even just being able to retire comfortably without stress, this is the key to making it happen. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you won't just understand what compound interest is. You'll know exactly how to use it to your advantage, starting today. What is compound interest? Let's start with a simple question. What is compound interest? At its core, compound interest is earning interest on both your original investment, also called your principal, and the interest that investment has already earned. Let me give you an example. Say you invest $1,000 at an annual return of 8%. After the first year, you've earned $80 in interest, so now you've got $1,080. In year 2, you're earning interest not just on the original $1,000, but also on that $80. So instead of earning $80 again, you earn $86.40. That extra $6.40 doesn't sound like much, but it keeps growing. By year 10, your $1,000 has grown to $2,000. By year 20, it's $4,000. And by year 30, it's $1,063, 10 times what you started with. That's without adding a single extra dollar. Now imagine if you contributed hundreds or 500s a month. You'd be looking at hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars over time. And here's the crazy part. The longer you let your money sit, the faster it grows. This is what makes compound interest so powerful, and why starting early is so important. The time value of money. Why waiting is expensive. Let me show you what I mean with a story of two investors. Meet Sarah and Mike. Sarah starts investing $200 a month at age 25. She contributes for 10 years, then stops at age 35. Mike, on the other hand, waits until he's 35 to start investing $200 a month. He contributes for 30 years, all the way until he's 65. Now, who do you think ends up with more money by retirement? Sarah, who only invested $24,000 over 10 years, ends up with over $430,000 by age 65, assuming an 8% return. Mike, who invested $72,000 over 30 years, ends up with only $380,000. Why? Because Sarah gave her money an extra decade to compound. Those early years made all the difference. This is why they say, the best time to start investing was yesterday. The second best time is today. Waiting even a few years could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars down the line. How wealthy people maximize compound interest. Let's shift gears and talk about how wealthy individuals use compound interest to build and protect their fortunes. Example 1. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett, one of the richest people in the world, is a living example of the power of compounding. He started investing when he was just 11 years old. Over the decades, he reinvested his profits and let compound interest work its magic. Did you know that 99% of Buffett's wealth was earned after his 50th birthday? That's not because he suddenly got smarter. It's because compounding takes time to really kick into high gear. Example 2. Dividend reinvestment. Another way the wealthy maximize compound interest is through dividend reinvestment. Let's say you own a stock that pays a 4% annual dividend. Instead of pocketing that money, you reinvest it to buy more shares. Over time, those additional shares generate even more dividends, which you reinvest again. It's a compounding feedback loop. The wealthy understand one key principle: don't interrupt compounding. Every time you withdraw money, you're cutting the legs out from under your future growth. That's why reinvesting is so powerful. Real-world applications for everyone. You might be thinking, okay, Steven, this all sounds great for billionaires and financial gurus, but what about me? Well, the truth is you don't need $1 million to start. Let me show you how anyone can apply these principles. Start small, even if you can only contribute $50 a month. That's enough to get the ball rolling. Over 30 years, with an 8% return, that $50 a month turns into $75,000. Automate your investments, set up automatic contributions to an index fund or retirement account. Automation takes the emotion out of investing and ensures you stay consistent, even when life gets busy. Choose low-cost investments. Fees can eat into your returns over time. Wealthy investors know this, which is why they gravitate toward low-cost index funds like those offered by Vanguard or Fidelity. Every dollar you save on fees is a dollar that compounds for you. Overcoming common barriers, I get it. Life is expensive, and it can feel impossible to find extra money to invest. But here's the thing. Building wealth isn't about how much you start with. It's about building the habit. 1. Cut unnecessary expenses. Take a look at your spending. Do you really need that $5 coffee every day? That's $150 a month or $100 to $800 a year. Money that could grow into tens of thousands over time if invested. 2. Increase your income. If cutting expenses isn't enough, think about ways to boost your income. Whether it's picking up a side hustle, freelancing, or selling things you no longer use, every extra dollar can help. 3. Start where you are. Even $10 a week can make a difference. The key is to start now and increase your contributions as your financial situation improves. Patience and the long game. Compound interest rewards patience. The longer you stay invested, the bigger the payoff. But here's the catch. You have to resist the temptation to dip into your investments. Let me tell you a quick story. When I first started investing, I got impatient. I saw the stock market dip and decided to sell everything. Big mistake. If I'd just stayed the course, I would have earned 3 times the return by now. The wealthy understand that wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. The ups and downs of the market are just noise. The real magic happens over decades, not days. Before you go, here's your challenge. Take the $20 you were going to spend on delivery tonight and invest it instead. And if you're thinking, but Steven, $20 won't make a difference, let me ask you this. Do you want to be the person who missed out on their first million because they couldn't give up pizza for one night? I didn't think so. So skip the pizza, invest the dough, and let your future self take you out for lobster instead. To wrap this up, compound interest isn't just a financial concept. It's a wealth-building superpower. Start now, stay consistent, and trust the process. If you found value in this video, hit the like button, share it with someone who needs a financial wake-up call, and subscribe so you don't miss part 4 of our Foundations of Wealth series. Until next time, I'm Steven, and this is Categories. Let's make your money work for you.